Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, where we're on the PC version of the sim today to continue our lovely adventure in Sim Update 4's beta. Also a shout out to the 1-year anniversary, right? It released November 19th last year, right? Let's see. I'm pretty sure it did. Yep. 1 year has passed already. That's pretty crazy. So what we're going to do today is we're going to be in free flight, and I want to keep flying the C-160. Easily my favorite purchase I've ever made in the marketplace. I've been flying it a lot just on my own. So looking forward to flying it some more. We're going to be doing it over the Bahamas, I think. So that'll be kind of our little adventure today. So we'll kind of just pick random airports to kind of go through and kind of zigzag around. If you're in the Sim Update 4 beta and you want to fly with me, you can do so, of course. Everything should be set the way we want. So another thing I'd like to see here is being able to change what server we're at from this menu too. I think that'd be cool to have alongside the multiplayer, instead of having to go to a separate menu in order to change that. I'd like to see this multiplayer server toggle in this screen here. I think that'd be a nice addition. But everything's set up, we're perfect. So I think what we're gonna do is we're going to open up our EFB. By the way, before the PlayStation 5 beta ended yesterday, I may or may not have recorded another extra video. That'll go out over the weekend though, but it's just a little teaser for you. But anyways, let's get that flight planner open here. Oh, I forgot I can't move it in this screen here. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do, is let's just set up a quick little flight plan. That way we know where we're heading to, and go from that. But hopefully everybody's having a fantastic Wednesday. Hello, Monorific and Prince and Studio. Welcome, welcome. Do you know what airliners will be? I'm going to be honest, I don't think the 787 has any liveries, except for the factory one. Let me check it out really quick. And I can give you a definitive answer, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing for it. Okay, I lied. There's KLM and Korean Airlines. But again, if we go to the marketplace, I'm sure somebody's made some liveries for the 787, so let me check that out real quick for you. Let's see. Interesting. Going into the search function from that screen doesn't let you search. But anyways. Let's see. 787-10. Well, is this the default one? Is it the dash 10? I don't even know what the default thing is. New liveries will be added with regular, so this one has ANA, British Airways, Etihad, EVA Air, KLM, Korean, Saudi Arabian, United, and Vietnam Airlines included with this one. So I mean, there's a bunch of different developers that do stuff for it. Like here's Jed Studio with another 787, which comes with, it looks like, a lot more options. Ooh, this all blacked out Air New Zealand looks pretty cool. But then of course you can scroll through everything, see what's going on, see what liveries come with it. Oh, this is the third livery pack. $8 is kind of steep though, I'm gonna be honest. Because I've seen good packs that are way cheaper. Because I mean the first one we clicked on was only a 3.4 out of 5, which is really low for liveries, I think. So I've got to be honest, it doesn't seem like 787 has... Oh, here's a good one. At least it's in the 4 stars here. I didn't look at the price. $4.9. See, that sounds better. $4.99. Anything below $5 I think is reasonable for liveries. But you can see you got Delta there, Air China, Air Canada, Swiss, Air New Zealand, and a bunch of other ones that you can see in the list right there. So there we go. Hello, Robert. I'm having a great day. Hopefully you are as well. But alright. Anywho's, let me get back. Oh, so it is the Dash 10. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. When you are on high fidelity setting an online tab, we cannot see you. I mean, I can turn that off because I don't like it. I didn't notice a difference with it on or off anyways, so. Loads full fidelity model of aircraft for maximum detail, which can reduce performance. I mean, I don't really care what it looks, because it didn't look different no matter what we had it set to anyways, so I wasn't really too worried about it. Anyways, let me get back to my C-160 over here. By the way, tomorrow, oh crap, where did it go? I just was about to look at it. But anyways, tomorrow Togg's Hangar is putting out an update which should include career support, which I'm very much looking forward to. So if it does get through, there'll probably be some videos over that. But anyways, I'm getting sidetracked here. C-160. Get me back to my fantastic aircraft here. To the EFB. So departure airport is Mike Yankee Golf Foxtrot. And then from there, we will head to Mike Yankee Alpha Tango. Oh, yeah, nice. Hit the X instead of add. And from here, kind of zigzag. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here's another. Ooh, that's looking too small. Let's go to... Oh, that's going to be a smaller... That's fine. We'll make it work. Add another waypoint. Mike Yankee Bravo Golf. And then to Mike Yankee November November. And where is... This looks cool over here. Do we have an... Oh, we do have an airport. Gonna be honest, that's not a very good looking airport. It looks a little covered by trees, so I don't think this is an active airport. Based off the satellite imagery. Especially the abandoned hangar there. So we're definitely not gonna land there. Yeah, we'll go for this one here. Perfect. Got Meyer. And can probably wrap it up here at Mike Yankee Lima Sierra. What is this one? That actually looks kind of nice too. That's pretty far away. So yeah, we'll just stick to what we have here, and then if we want to continue it, we can, because it's already a pretty bit of a hefty flight there. Perfect. So let's go ahead and send that to our ATC. We are ready to go. So let's spawn here. Uh-oh. That didn't break my... That just... I've made a mistake, folks. I have just made a mistake. Goodness gracious. All that work for nothing. Hang on, let me just do this real fast. See, I don't want this... You know what, we'll make it work just by flying it. Simple as that. I just wanted to spawn on the tarmac, not on the runway, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll just pick random airports to go to when we're flying in the sim. Alright, hello CJs and Pilot. Hello, hello. Thanks for the meta code. Who now? When you only can see other in the same plane. That's high fidelity. That shouldn't make a difference. That's just talking about what it loads in if you want to have the aircraft looking at a higher quality. Because I've always been on higher fidelity, and we've seen other players outside of what we've been flying. Because that's definitely not what should be happening. I mean, there might be a glitch with it, sure, but that has nothing to do with high fidelity. But alrighty. Get the covers off. I've been flying this thing a ton just on my own, and it's awesome. Set this to takeoff mode, please. Alright. I miss you on PlayStation already. I miss it as well. I was really sad seeing that, because right after the stream ended, you know, maybe an hour or so later, Asobo came out and announced that the beta was ending. I was like, well, that's sad. But hello, Savvy, welcome to the stream. Oh, very nice, Savvy, hopefully you enjoyed it. And David, have you ever flew a plane in real life? I mean, when I took the controls for like a few seconds, you know, the typical like, oh, you can fly the plane, quote unquote. But no, I was always flying with my dad though, which was always a awesome time. Question, when the PlayStation Marketplace is available, will you give us a dive into how it works and which brands are the best to use? Right off the bat, the Marketplace is not going to be what you just saw on this stream, because it's going to take some time for things to get over to it. So I think it's going to be pretty light on content. Obviously, you're going to have first-party things, the world updates, city updates, and stuff. But third-party stuff is going to be a slow roll of that. So don't expect a full-packed Marketplace day one. Hello, Master Duo. Can you still use the A320neo V2 without sim briefing career? You can use anything in, like, I mean, the A320 isn't in career mode just yet. I'm hoping that'll be a thing with Sim Update 4. But no, you don't need to use Sim Brief. Hello, Omar. Oh, I got you, CJs. And hello, Simon. Hello, hello. But this right here is a third-party aircraft, in case you didn't see the stream we did a couple weeks ago over it. This is the C-160 by Azure Poly. My favorite purchase ever in the Marketplace. It is such a well-made aircraft. It's a blast to fly. It sounds awesome. And I believe it was $30, which is an amazing price for an aircraft like this. We'll take a look around the aircraft and everything as we're up in the air. But yeah, they did a fantastic job with it, and it's no surprise that this is the highest rated aircraft in the Marketplace. And it supports heavy cargo, which, by the way, a little update on that. They did come back. It's still in internal testing, so it wasn't supposed to be in the changelog last week. But I'm still thinking it's close to becoming available in the beta, which I'm not sure how much longer the beta is going to go for Sim Update 4. I still feel like this is going to be releasing before the PlayStation 5 version comes out. I mean, I could be wrong on that. PlayStation 5 version might come out with Sim Update 3, but I doubt it. Especially with how well that beta was running on Sim Update 4. So we'll see though. So let's fly around the Bahamas a little bit. By the way, yes, I'm still flying with a controller. I've gotten so used to it after doing so much of the PlayStation stuff. I don't even plug in my HOTAS 1. let our adventure in the Bahamas begin here. We're going to set our altitude to nothing too high. I mean, obviously we're not going to deal with mountains, so we'll do that. Set our heading to where we're looking at. Autopilot on, please. Excellent. And now that we're flying, let me keep... Oh, by the way. Oh, God, I did not mean to do that. Sorry. I just want to make sure there's no screen tearing, because I think there is. So let me turn off that setting really quick, or else that's going to look horrendous on the stream the whole time. Or turn on the VSync. There we go. By the way, are my clouds all set to where I want them to be? Yes, they are. Oh. Since we're flying over water, let me make sure I have water set to a higher setting. Because most of the time when I don't fly over water, I have that set to low. But since we're all about the water today, we'll have that set to a much higher setting. Welcome to the cargo hold of the C-160. How you get fuel if you need it. So there's a couple ways of doing that fire. You can go to the EFB and go the unrealistic route by opening aircraft, flight performances, mass and balance, fuel, and then quick fill. So if we wanted to get 70% of fuel in here, load aircraft, and there we go, we filled up. You can also call a fuel truck to come over to you. It'll open up this menu. Or you can go to the fuel station at airports and fill up from there as well. So there's multiple ways of filling up. You can also fill up the aircraft before you spawn into the sim as well, if you so choose. Will you be doing a flight group tour with the followers? I mean, anytime I'm streaming, I'm in free flight, so people can just join. I'm not going to be doing like specific things like, oh, there's a community flight going on. It's just anytime we're live, people can join on in, is how I do those. Because anything career mode, I like to do pre-recorded, just because a lot of those missions can be pretty hefty in length and stuff like that. So that's just how we do things. So live streams will always be free flight for the most part. Sometimes we might do a mission or two, like search and rescue, anything like that. But then the rest of it is free flight. Let me get my chat over here a little bit as well. There we go. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the Togs hangar stuff, but this one is just amazing. Really happy with my purchase, and I'm happy with my Togs hangar purchases as well, but the Huey is not compatible with 24, so it doesn't have EFB, walk around, career support. The Little Bird should hopefully have career support tomorrow, which I'm really hoping is the case. Because, I mean, they're great helicopters, but I want career support, so we'll see what happens. And Brandon, thank you so much for your streams. You're making the wait for the Sims so much more bearable, as your streams are so much fun to watch along. Thank you very much. You are welcome, Brandon. Very much appreciated. And here we go with the incorrect aircraft yet again. Man, I was hoping they kind of fixed that. Because that looked like an airliner? It's a 737 Tomcat. Perfect. So, I mean, it is fixed. It's just I don't own a F-14, so. That's another thing. If you don't own a third-party plane, things like that will happen. You'll see just a random aircraft picked for it. So you'll see airliners flying around like a fighter jet. That's just how it works with that. So just keep that in mind in case you're wondering why we're seeing a 737 flying and doing barrel rolls. Let's see here. Barbosa, greetings. Nice to join you to see a beautiful transit. Yeah, this thing's awesome. I love it. But welcome to the stream, Matthew. And WRB, A320neo, and A321 are available in career. At least in the... Oh, yeah, that's true. I forgot I did videos over it. I've been so busy with everything else, I kind of forgot. I think the standard edition is worth it. Why should I pay €200 for the Aviator edition? You shouldn't, because I never recommend the standard or the Aviator edition. A lot of those planes don't support the 24 functionality, so that already makes it not something I'm too invested in, because I already own all of them. And you've seen how I've not flown them ever. That's how much I don't really care about those planes in 24. Now, let's say they get career support down the road and everything. Sure, I'll fly them, but since they're just 2020 versions in 2024, there's just not much going on for that. Aviator Edition doesn't add more airports. I think Aviator Edition is just planes. Was thinking of picking this up on the PS5. Does it run 60 FPS on the console? I've never knew what the frame rate was. All I know is it ran great. The performance was awesome. I have no complaints about it. Alright, let's see where this airport is. And I'm sure we're running into some, because it doesn't matter what airports we pick. As long as we just have some touch and goes going on, that's all I care about. And we got one right in front of us. Perfect. That'll be stop number 1, and then we kind of just head down. Oh, we might just keep going over here, and then going south along this island, because this looks cool here. I want to see that. Excellent. I do not have a Dash 8. No. I do not have that. But you have WRB already a year ago. This was a fast year, at least I think so. It's crazy. I've recently found that shutting off the variable refresh rate off and turning my resolution down from 4K to 1440 with a locked 60 FPS best the sim has ever run on my Xbox Series X. It's very nice, Adam. I was always flying at 1080p with no variable refresh rate. And Bass, hi cow, so this is the new cargo missions? No. Wasn't the betas off? The beta's off for PlayStation, but the sim's been out for a year on PC and Xbox. And Morrow, can you do I'm not going to do the visiting stuff today. I was just doing that for the PlayStation stuff. This whole stream is going to be flying around the Bahamas in my C-160. Because the other reason I'm not doing that is because if people want to fly with me, I'm not going to keep switching locations and stuff, so that's why we're going to just focus on this, get some cool touch and goes going on around the Bahamas and doing that. And yes, this is the PC. And Wald, is there a list I can look up at all the handcrafted airports? The one I always use is this random website. Because this gives you all the airports. So yeah, that link right there will bring you to a full list of handcrafted airports throughout the different editions of the sim. Alright, so let's go ahead and slow things on down. Disable autopilot. We're going to do a little loop here since we're by the airport already. And you are welcome, Wald. What's my altitude? You can see it right there on the screen. We were hanging out about 1,500 feet. What server are you on? West US. Best overall flight sim? Oh, no competition. No doubt about it. Because I've never been a fan of X-Plane. I tried getting into it over the years. I just never liked it. I mean, anything regarding career mode. Like, I just want to see that mode evolve and get better and better. So that's my answer to that question. Do I always play in West US? Yes. That I do. We should be close to it, Adam. I mean, it was in the changelog for the beta build last week, but I got an update from the community manager. It's still in internal testing, and it wasn't supposed to be on the list, but I'm assuming since it was, we must be pretty close to it being at least in a beta build. I'm hoping this next one, which might come out today or tomorrow, will officially get it in there. Because I'd love to be able to test it out. Well, we spent about 160 hours in the PlayStation version of the sim, and it was excellent. So, I mean, that's all I can say. Just pre-ordered the Aviator Edition on PS5. Very nice, Bradley, very nice. You're all set for December 3rd. Alright, I was too busy talking. I think we're to the side of the airport. I don't even know where. I think the airport's here. I totally wasn't slowing down at all. Oh no, it is in front of us. We're gonna be going way too fast for that though. But we'll try to make a little touch and go and then head out to the next airport. I was about to say, I think I'm in reverse. Goodness gracious, I need to have my audio on. Because I hardly even have it on. Goodness. Too slow here. I'm butchering my first landing for today. I hope our wing doesn't clip that tree on the right. I know I was going to do a touch and go, but I wanted to just see how this thing can land at a short airport. And it handles it with ease. Love it. I hit the brakes pretty fast there too, which I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I didn't mean to... When did I hit the parking brake? Goodness. Hold up. Back it up. Messing this all up. But oh, good, there's a fuel station here. I can show that to you really quick while we're here. That'll be part of Sim Update 4 with the A321. Not doing requests today. Nope. No, it's just for the PlayStation stream specifically. This one, we're gonna just stick with this plane and stick in the Bahamas. Because all I know is the sim was running smooth on the PlayStation, so that's all I was going off of. I'm not really a person that's too specific with frame rates. As long as it's smooth and the overall performance is running like it should, that's all I care about. Because anything above 60 is pointless to me. But anyways, enough FPS chat. Hello, Almost Aaron. Hello, hello. I might not be close enough here. Good. I don't even know if this plane can do that. Just get the props to strike the fuel pump, it's fine. But either way, you can come here, have this going on, or you can have the fuel truck come out to your plane and then refill that way as well. We'll wait for the F-35 to take off here. And yep, this is the PC. I guess it's another F-35, because it's not showing up as an F-35. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and make a chat here before I say this over and over again. Not doing requests this stream. Thank you. Smiley face. There we go. Because it's not, is that not the India Foxtrot Tango F-35? Because if it is, then I'm not sure why I'm not seeing it. Oof, that windsock is... Okay, it doesn't have a hitbox, good. I guess if it did, we would have crashed, because the wing definitely clipped it on landing. Go off the runway a little bit here. And yes, this is PC. For future reference, if there's nothing in the title, it means it's PC, because if I do an Xbox stream, that's in there as well. Normally in the title. So yeah, if it's just generic flight sim, it is on the PC. Alright. Back up into the air. I'm definitely not here to report on that, CJs. I'm out. Oh, it is? Yeah, so I don't know. That's why I really wasn't missing the multiplayer too much, to be honest. Because it's just... I'm hoping they can get that situated, because I don't know why model matching is Still so weird. But anyways, we're back up in the air. Get those flaps back on up. And to our next destination, which is to our left. Just a little bit. Good old Mike Yankee Alpha Tango. We'll head on over there and get another landing in there. And then just kind of keep exploring the islands. You can load the plane with cargo, yep. It's all animated, so you can have it drop, but I'm not going to do it because then multiplayer breaks and then everybody gets mad, and so I'm not going to mess with this today. But we did that in the stream last week, where you can have parachute folks go out, you can have tanks and stuff that get dropped out as well with parachutes, which is really cool. And of course we have flares as well, but again I'm not going to mess with that because then it glitches out multiplayer. I need my showcase shots going on here. How much does this cost? It was $30, if I'm not mistaken. Does it have flushing? No, thankfully there's not useless features like that in this aircraft. I still can't, like, I don't know. Like, the fact that any time is spent on that on some of these planes is weird. Just very, very weird to me. Should be able to open doors though without multiplayer break, and if it does, then but yep, you have that one, and then of course you can open up the side doors there, which slide up. Ooh. But just such a well-made aircraft. I love it. This should be pretty cool to fly around here, though, because all the little pockets of land everywhere. It's nice. It's career mode fixed with SU4. I mean, it's still going to have some random bugs inside of it, but... And play. Yes, this is the C-160. You are correct. And right, Wald, I agree. And that's alright. I'm not really too... Marketplace was getting kind of stale anyways, because there was a lot of repeat of things that have already been out and stuff. So hopefully we can get to a point where, you know, we get some more original things on the Marketplace. Because Togg's Hangar announced the Sea King helicopter that they're now working on, which that'll be really cool. Alright, let's see where this airport's at that we were wanting to land at. Oh, it's to our left. Perfect. It's a bit of a short one, though. That's okay. The other one was short, too. We'll do an official touch and go as well. By the way, I thought this was a really cool detail, too. The little... I don't know what you call it, but the cover, you can see it actually... By the way, let me make sure we're doing okay here while I'm looking at this. But you can see the material stretching out as the throttle goes through it. Well, that's a really neat detail there. Yep, this is the Luftwaffe livery, the old one that the Germans were using. But yeah, back to the Marketplace. There wasn't really anything that was coming out that was too interesting anyways. And hopefully this time is being taken to get some career support going on. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Yep, controls are the same, just don't have my gyroscope. I miss it already. But thankfully we're only a couple weeks away from the early access release on December 3rd, which is going to be fantastic. And hopefully nothing like the original launch 1 year ago today. With the I'm gonna be honest, I'll be surprised if there isn't server crashes happening. We'll see. Hopefully the Azure servers are going to be more ready to go for this time around. You can see how the satellite imagery has different images right there in that line. Look how cool this is, all the shallow water right here. That's awesome. Hey Adam, hello, hello. And this is on the PC, Andrew, that we're flying on today. But yep, the Little Bird will be passenger transport, agricultural spraying, and 2 other things. Probably flight seeing, and I forgot the 4th. We'll keep decreasing our altitude here because our airport's right off the left wing there. You can see it. We're going to do a nice little touch and go there, and then we'll head south, making our way to our next airport, which... don't ask me what it is, because even I don't know. Just kind of randomly finding ones as we're flying over these islands, so... Right, GSR? I mean, it's an incredible package of tech going on in this sim. And I think that's where a lot of people kind of forget that. They just assume it's, you know, the size of GTA 5 type world, where it's a more confined thing. But the fact that it's the entirety of Earth, that you can fly around without loading screens, is just awesome. And DLW, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. One thing that always I think about too a lot is the trees. Like the fact that there's just trillions of trees in the sim and everything. It's amazing. And the fact that the sim can figure out where trees need to be based off satellite image. I mean, it's just, there's so much cool stuff that went into the development of the sim. It's really fascinating to think about all the back-end stuff that's going on to make this happen. And then all the stuff that's going on, that you can do it in multiplayer, fly with friends and everything. Just awesome. Exactly, GSR. Yeah, that's a huge upgrade. But yep, looking forward to PSVR 2 as well. Really excited to see what they can, because the team that worked on the PlayStation side of things with optimizing it and the way that thing was running makes me really excited to see what the PlayStation VR headset can do, because obviously it's going to be a lot easier to optimize, because PC VR, you have everybody's different setups, you have all these different headsets, people overclocking, me taking forever on the touch and go here, but that's alright. We're just doing a touch and go anyways. But I mean, that's the thing with PC, it's just like, you know, there's 8 million different headsets to use. There's all these different GPUs and stuff, so it's gonna be, I'm really hoping it's well optimized. I'm sure it will be if the base experience of the sim is what it is. It's gonna be awesome. And White Zero, good evening to you as well. Lucas, crazy to think that I wasn't fully aware of this game until the PS5 announced. And that right there is why it's coming to PlayStation. You know, it's just, it's introducing a whole new market of folks to the sim. And we saw that firsthand. I mean, the amount of folks that were coming in to see what the sim is all about, how it runs, what you can do in it and all that. I mean, those streams were just such an absolute blast. So I very much appreciate all you guys coming over to another Flight Sim stream outside of the PlayStation. I mean, we're over 100 of you currently watching. Very much appreciate it. And hopefully you're having a fantastic Wednesday. Alright, so next up we have... We're just going to head south for a bit, because I want to kind of go over this area here, because it looks pretty cool. And then we'll probably head along this stretch here. Yeah, I like that. We'll do that. It's an excellent plan. Oh, no doubt, Luke, because I'm always surprised when people are like, oh, I don't like the clouds, I don't like the... It's just like, I don't know what you guys... Like, just go fly FSX for a little bit and then come back to this, and... It's just weird to me that people complain about the clouds. I don't get it. But yeah, I very much love the way 24 looks. I played the original Flight Simulator on Apple II with 4-color Nice, Jason. Very nice. So just a bit of an upgrade from then to to now. Hey Sean, welcome back. Should rename it to 20. They're not going to rename it. It'll just stay that way. Hello, hello, David. Welcome, welcome, and no problem, DLW. And welcome back from Idaho, Nate. Loving SU4 so far. Can't wait for the official release. Yeah, I'm still thinking we're not too far away from it. By the way, let me see where we're at. We're at 2300. We're heading to about 150. Perfect. Gotta showcase it up a little bit here, you know? Yeah, but I still like the ease of just downloading a game and playing it on console and not dealing with graphics updates, this update, driver update, blah 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 blah. So, I mean, I have it on PC. Sure, you get the best out of the sim, but I still prefer console over PC. Especially since I'm not worried about third-party programs or anything like that. And I'm happy to hear it, David. Thanks for stopping on by. And it is Jason, yes. Yes, Adam, there is no cross-play or cross-marketplace purchases going on. PlayStation's its own ecosystem, pretty much. And Dean, welcome to the stream. Happy to have you here. And Alan, I played Flight Sim on the C64 and Acorn Electron. These are slightly better graphics, though, just slightly. I'm sure of that. Very nice. And Daniel, hello to you as well. Why the orange? I don't know. Just the Lufthansa's old livery for the C-160. Where are we? This is the Bahamas that we're flying around in. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and turn to the left. Oops. No, I always like when developers do this. You can do it through the easy way on the tablet, or you can do it through the cockpit as well. I just always use that. That way I can get through things a bit quicker. But nope, it's not just through the tablet for autopilot. I mean, the best place to play the sim is dependent on your own personal opinion. You know, I mean, if you're wanting third-party stuff and different programs and stuff, PC is obviously the way to go if you want, you know, to fly VATSIM and have Beyond ATC and stuff like that. I mean, obviously PC is the way to go on that. But, I mean, I've always been more of a console player regardless of what I'm playing anyways. PC I just got just to have... Well, it was originally primarily PC because Flight Sim was only on PC. and then it moved over to console, so most of my time now in the sim is spent on either Xbox or soon to be PlayStation. I'm just not that big on PC gaming, especially for multiplayer. Way too many people cheating all over the place, especially in FPS games. It's just a miserable experience. So I stick to single player experiences on PC. Clouds are starting to build up a little bit more. I like it. It's nice. Hey, Danny. He's back even though they took away his PS5 pilot license. I know, it's unbelievable breaking wild. But it's alright, only a couple weeks to wait. Yes, Alan, on the ground you will see other players walking around as well. Absolutely. Any chance the new Steam Cube would have 24? I mean, I would assume it would, since it's on Steam, but not something I will be personally buying. I don't even know what the specs are of it, so... Sean, Cowtown, have you played Arc Raider? No, I don't like extraction shooters. I do not have much interest in those. But I know a lot of people are enjoying it, so if you're playing it, hopefully you're having a great time with it. I don't really play much of anything outside of Flight Sim too much anymore. I mean, I play GTA, I play Battlefield 6, but that's about it. I mean, it's not that I dislike... I mean, I don't know, I'm just confused as to what Xbox is doing nowadays. Especially after being a customer for 19 years now. But we'll have to do another stream over the Xbox version. It's been a while, so we'll see what other Sim Update 4 builds have brought. Because, I mean, the other side of it, too, for me is Xbox doesn't do anything exciting with peripherals and stuff outside the Xbox. That's why it was really cool going over to the PlayStation side of it, using the PlayStation Portal to fly in Flight Sim wherever I want to. I don't have to sit right next to the console to do it. Having the gyroscope controls built into the DualSense controller without having to pay extra for other things, like a flight stick. And then, of course, the future VR support for Flight Sim. I mean, those are the big things, too, for me, is it's nice having other accessories to use alongside the console. And the last time Xbox did that was with the Kinect, which I very much enjoyed the Kinect. I wish they would have went more with it instead of abandoning it after the Xbox One launch. And then after that, they didn't really do anything cool with accessories anymore. It's just kind of like, oh, here's a $1,000 handheld PC. It's like, I don't want that. I don't want to run Windows on a tablet. No thanks. Or if I'm going to spend $1,000 for a tablet, I'm going to spend a little bit extra for a brand new desktop PC. I think the airport is over here straight ahead. What's my favorite aircraft? Third party? Definitely this one, the C-160 from Azure Poly. I mean, it's such a well-made aircraft. I've loved every single moment of flying in this thing. But in the sim, I love the Cessna Citation Longitude, the PC-24, the Cessna Sky Courier, the Albatross, and quite a few other ones. I mean, there's a lot of them that I do enjoy flying quite often, so it's kind of hard to list them all off, but those are definitely my top ones that I use quite a bit. Hey John, hello, hello. Battlefield 6 has been good, especially after the last couple patches. Absolutely, Duke. The new map is probably one of my favorite ones because it feels like Battlefield. I don't like the city maps at all. It's just, I don't know, they're just so boring to me. The New York one and whatever the other ones are called. Just not a fan of them. It's so funny. I've played the game so much, I don't even know the map names because I never pay attention to it. And of course, Red Sec's been fun as well. The Battle Royale mode, which I'm typically not that into Battle Royales, but just a really enjoyable one on that. Look at that turquoise water. And then the other side of the thing with Xbox, I'm not paying $30 a month for Game Pass Ultimate. They can keep that. I went and downgraded to the cheapest Game Pass option there is. There's just no way. So I think what we'll do is we'll cross here, check out this area, and then we kind of loop around the land here, and then probably make a full stop landing at Mike Yankee November November. I think that'll work out quite nicely. Yeah, I mean, Citation 10's cool too, just no career support, so I don't really fly it too much on my own time. I mean, it's a great plane, but that was probably one of my last purchases outside of career mode. Because again, I don't like flying free flight. I just, to me, I want to progress towards something rather than spending a couple hours flying around and then it's like, well, there we go, there's 2 hours gone and nothing happened. You know, that's why it was so awesome that they brought career mode into 2024, and that's where I'm always flying 99% of the time. The only time I'm flying free flight is doing these streams. Hello, Barry. Hello, hello. But very nice, Adam. Glad you're enjoying it. Well, it's Red Sec. Hopefully I didn't add an S to it. And John, but the problem that bothers me is loading time takes longer and also the graphics is kind of good, but when look at it, it's like a medium graphic and you don't see textures in details. Oh, we're talking, okay, that's a Series S, gotcha. And nice, KP. Yeah, it all worked out. But yeah, this is PC Brick. And hello, Nate. Welcome as well. And I was an Ultimate subscriber too for the longest time, but then they kept raising the price and then adding a bunch of crap that I will never use, so it's like, I don't even know why I'm paying for this, so... immediately downgraded after the lovely $360 a year price tag. It's like, no, I'm good. You just got the B390 Barry, very nice. That's an excellent aircraft and does support career mode. Been flying that one around a lot as well. Here in Brazil, Game Pass went from 60 to 120, just doubled up overnight. Huge disrespect to the clients who chose it over PS5 because it was affordable. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know. It's like, they add this random crap like Fortnite Crew or whatever that stupid subscription service is. And they're like, oh, that's why we're raising it, because we're adding random crap you could care less about. Yay. It's like, okay. The next day, bought a PlayStation 5 Pro and made my Game Pass subscription the Essential or whatever the cheapest one is. It's like, okay, I'm good. I think my tenure with Xbox is getting close to being over. I mean, 19 years and then this whole thing about, oh, you know, the next console's gonna be a hybrid. I don't want a PC, I want a console. And honestly, I'm sick of seeing the articles about, oh, you know, the Xbox execs are saying like, oh, this is gonna be, you know, the next Xbox is gonna be a hybrid and stuff like that. I don't care. Okay? I don't want a premium experience, because obviously it's gonna be something overpriced. Which again, it goes back to the $1,000 handheld they released last month, where it's just, if I'm going to pay that much money, I want the best. I don't want something that's going to be lower quality. Just like gaming laptops, I think are ridiculous. They're overpriced for what you get out of it, and you're never going to get the same great quality out of a PC from a gaming laptop compared to a desktop. So I don't know why gaming laptops are the same or even more expensive than a really decent desktop computer. So it's just, I don't know. The whole Xbox strategy nowadays makes no sense to me. But that's okay. Because now at least I get to enjoy VR on a console. Since Xbox didn't want to do anything with VR, they said, oh, that's not going anywhere. Okay. Whatever. Because for me nowadays, the thing that I look for is value and accessories that work with the console, which the Series X has been my least favorite Xbox era, just because they didn't do anything else with it. It's just like, okay, here's the Series X, we'll give you some console wraps that you can change the look of your Xbox Series X, and that's it. It's like, okay, that's cool. Just so annoying. But anyways, I'd like to do more in career mode. I'm just waiting for a system update release that feels stable, so I'm not always in beta. I mean, I'm always in beta anyways, because I like being in the beta, but I get your point. And what's your question, Brick? Can I do a long flight on Xbox X and leave it unattended? You just have to make sure that you have it set to not turn off after a certain amount of time of inactivity, but you can definitely do that if you so wish. Yeah, GSR, no doubt. What's the release date? December 3rd for Premium Deluxe and Aviator Edition purchases, and then December 8th if you get the Standard Edition. Well, I mean, the big thing about the missions being repetitive is it feels repetitive because there's such a limited amount of aircraft, but now that we're finally getting other aircraft going on in there, I think that'll help with that. How would I rate the PS5 beta in a scale of 1 to 10? Easily a 10. I mean, it blew my expectations out of the water because I really wasn't expecting... I don't know what I was expecting. I just was interested in seeing what was going on and going from that. But performance-wise, it was great. It was a very stable experience. There was some crashes in the beginning when the beta first started, especially in career mode. But after a couple builds, we were going for 6+ hours and not having a crash at all. Like, it was just awesome. And then, of course, the excitement of being able to fly with the PlayStation Portal, the gyroscope, and then soon to be in VR as well is just awesome. So I very much enjoyed that beta. VR will never work on the Xbox Series X, no. Because Xbox already said they had no interest doing VR for this generation. Maybe the next one, since it'll be a hybrid, maybe you'll be able to use PC headsets, but the Xbox Series X, no. What's your graphics settings? I'm pretty much... I don't know what I'm at anymore, honestly, on the PC. Pretty much medium is where I'm running most things. Except for clouds, I always have them set to ultra, ray trace shadows, and those are the two main ones that I care about. Because everything else, the sim looks great, no matter what you have going on settings-wise, I think. Let's see. And break again, as I said before, this is on PC. When you asked the last time if this is Xbox or PC. Barry, I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know if the plane is only available for career mode if you buy in the marketplace. Are you asking you don't know if it's part of career mode? It's in the marketplace listing on the plane tab. It'll show you what modes are supported. How big is the map? Joking. I mean, what you saw is what the experience of performance and everything will be like. I'm not sure what servers are going to be like day one, because it seems like there is a huge amount of interest for Flight Sim. So we'll see what happens with the servers. I'm hoping it's not going to be like a year ago today on the PC and Xbox side of things. It should be better because it's not two platforms at once trying to get into it. I think the other reason why it became more of an issue was because of Game Pass as well. If it was just people that bought the sim, it may have been less of an issue. But we'll see what happens. I'm hoping it'll be a smooth launch. We'll see. Oh yeah, absolutely, Kenny. We will get to the end of the flat Earth. Alright, just want to make sure I'm heading the right way still. Yeah, we are. We're almost to this other piece of island here. There it is. It was just hiding behind the cockpit there. But yeah, I mean, if you go through the PlayStation streams, we went through Antarctica quite a bit. We checked out some of those campsites and stuff, which is really cool that that's even there. You really wouldn't expect any work to be done in those parts of the world, but we did quite a bit of exploring around there. We checked out that vault with all the seeds and whatever else is in there. And I believe, is that Iceland? Or is that Greenland? I think it's Greenland, where that's at. Do I play any other games on the channel? Not really, no. I used to do that a lot, but primary thing is Flight Sim. I know I will be doing, or I will be covering American and Euro Truck Sim on console when that comes out. Whenever. I'm kind of annoyed SCS announced it, because I was kind of hoping it was going to be like a shadow drop. We've been waiting for it to come to console for such a long time, but obviously that's going to be a 2026 thing. And then from time to time, there might be some random game that I do a one-off video with. But other than that, it's primarily Flight Sim for me. But outside of creating content, Battlefield and GTA are my main games outside of Flight Sim that I play. Oh, no, Barry. It has to be a purchase in the in-sim marketplace for it to work in career mode. If it's just something outside the sim, it's not going to be supported in career mode. These clouds, by the way. Nice. Again, Brick, as the pinned comment states, we are not doing requests today. This is all just on this specific flight with the C-160 in the Bahamas. Which we should be close to our next airport. Yes, we are. Perfect. We're going to kind of loop around here and make a landing here. The things I've seen from Black Ops 7, oh my goodness, like what even is that franchise anymore? That campaign looks so absolutely ridiculous. I mean, my goodness. It's like, what is this? I lost interest in Call of Duty a couple years ago. It's just like, you know what, there's not much changing here. I'm not going to keep buying this every 6 months, and just no interest in that franchise anymore. That's one that kind of needs to take a little retirement for a little bit. Because it seems like they're just kind of running out of ideas over there at this point. I mean, we've done commercial flights and stuff like that in career mode, of course. But I mean, I'll be doing more career stuff again when the PlayStation version comes out. Really looking forward to restarting that. But I'll never be doing full flights on live streams. This is different just because we're doing touch and goes. But I find videos and streams over commercial flights where, you know, you take off, you cruise at 40,000 feet for 2 hours, and then that does not interest me. And I don't find that to be good content. But we do commercial flights as pre-recorded videos where I edit it down. We show the more exciting parts of the flight, you know, taxiing, takeoff, getting to cruise, and then most of the cruise is cut out. Because, yeah, that's just no fun for me. Because I like doing these flights where I'm low. I mean, the world's so cool. That's why I don't do those types of flights too often. I have no personal interest in X-Plane. Tried getting into it a few times, never liked it. Evening Cal, thanks for doing so many streams on the PS5 beta. It had to end sometime. Countdown till release. Absolutely, Sim Racer. Welcome back to another stream. Oh yeah, I've done 10-hour flights and stuff like that. I'm not around, though. The plane's just kind of doing it for me, of course. Because there's no way I'd be sitting here for 10 hours. I get it started in the morning, do everything else in the daytime, and when I get back home, land it, and make my money off of it. I mean, I know there's a lot of complaints about the grind of it. I like when things take, it's just like with Battlefield 6, people were complaining about how long it takes to unlock stuff. I like having that, because then it feels like you're still going for something. I hate when stuff unlocks, like, immediately, and then it's just like, okay, I have everything now. Like, so I like when there's a bit of a grind in a game, because then it just makes it feel like the game's lasting longer, for me personally. But definitely looking forward to starting career over, and going through all the unlocks and stuff. What a landing. That was awesome. Oh, I love landing this thing. It's just awesome. What a plane, man. Oh, this is that airport, isn't it? It is. That's like randomly running into a handcrafted one. Nice. And now we'll just follow this chain here and get into a full stop landing at Mike Yankee, November, November. Because just like because you can see an example of how I do those videos with the B390. We did that with career mode. And once I get to cruise altitude, I cut out most of it. Because what else is there to really do? Especially when you're so high up. I mean, sometimes you can see some cool things, but I'm all about low and slow flights like this. Imagine doing a live stream going from North America to Australia. I could do a live stream, I just wouldn't be there for it. I'd be like, alright, the plane's gonna do its thing, I'm leaving now, so I'll come back to the stream whenever. Because there's no way. I've not done that. No, I didn't do any of those third-party programs. We did a couple career ones, but I just got sick of waiting. I was like, I'm just going to stick with the default one, especially since I play mainly on console anyways. But no, never had any interest doing VATSIM or any of that. Because I like to just have fun with the sim. I'm not one that's overly too serious. I mean, obviously, I'm not the type of one that's like, oh, let's do a barrel roll in a 737. You know, I'm not that type of person, because I think that's just whatever. I like to keep things as legitimate as possible. Like, I'm always trying to make perfect landings and stuff, because I feel like that's better for content. I don't want to just slam into the runway every time. Obviously, sometimes that happens, especially if I'm flying fighter jets. I'm just not too fond of them. The one thing I do like about airliners is the landings. They're just, I don't know, it's just something about it when you get a smooth landing in bigger aircraft. It's just such a satisfying experience. But yeah, other than that, I'm not really too picky about the ATC and all that. I mean, obviously we're going to be getting some upgrades to it. They are working with third-party developers to enhance or overhaul the in-sim ATC, which will be interesting to see how that goes and what comes of that. But yeah, never have any interest in VATSIM. That sounds familiar, Sean? Is that in this area? Where did it go now? Oh, on the keyboard, nice. Alright, I'm just gonna look it up here, hang on. Hold up, let me check it out, because if it's around here, we can always make a stop. Oh crap, where is that at? Oh. Wait, is this? Oh, we're actually going there right now. That's exact, because this is that island. It's right here. So that's where we're heading anyways. It works out perfectly. I'm not really that into combat sims, to be honest with you. So even if I wasn't a fighter, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's probably why I'm not, I don't know. But yeah, I'm just not ever really into the combat sims. And no, AR, you cannot do anything that requires a third-party software that needs to be installed is not going to be on console. You could start a long flight on PC, then go to the PS5 version while you wait. See? There we go. And Adam, I'm all about flying around in a jet full afterburner or listening to Danger Zone on repeat, chugging a PBR. There you go, Adam. I mean, that's the way to do it. There you go. I always love when the satellite imagery can pick up the shallow waters, so you see all the things under the water. It looks so nice, instead of, you know, putting anything over the water manually. It looks so much better just having it as satellite imagery. Look at that turquoise water there. And nice, John. Glad you enjoy War Thunder. And Jonathan, yes, you can use SimRate in career mode, if you so choose. Nice, Sean. I don't know if it's photogrammic, though, but we'll see. And Pixel, no, we are not in VATSIM, and never will be. Never touch War Thunder if you still want some time for yourself. Yeah, there's the flight sim itself is already taking enough time for me, which I'm okay with. Like, it's just, honestly, at this point, minus Battlefield 6, of course, just competitive multiplayer games just don't interest me much anymore. They all feel the same. It's just, I don't know. That's why I really gravitated over to Sims with Flight Sim and American and Euro Truck Sim and stuff. Just, I like the relaxing experience of it. So much of multiplayer games and FPS games is just, if you're not trying your hardest every single second of a match, you're just not gonna have a fun. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's not an enjoyable experience anymore. That's why Sims are just on a whole nother level. Being able to fly around this entire world and see cool places, fly awesome aircraft from the vanilla sim, from third-party developers. It's just a world that's never going to quit being evolved. You know, with the city and world updates that come out for free, all the new planes you'll be able to fly, and, you know, it's just, there's so much excitement and things to look forward to in this sim. That's what makes it such a blast to fly in. And I mean, even though I've had thousands and thousands of hours in flight simulation, it never gets old, because no matter where you're flying around, you have different time of day, different weather conditions going on than you did before you were here, and it feels like you're flying in a different place. It's just so awesome. It really is. I mean, there's nothing else out there minus GTA where I buy something multiple times. But Flight Sim is easily something that I'm like, yep, I'm going to spend another $130 on this sim just to play it on another platform. Because I enjoy it that much. And I know I'm going to get my money's worth out of it because of the amount of time I'll spend in the sim. It's just awesome. But welcome to Nassau. Probably not how you pronounce it, but we somehow made it to a request as we were heading there. It's like, talk about luck. But yeah, it's not photogrammic down there, but still looks cool with the satellite imagery. Which trucking? Oh, definitely American and Euro Truck Sim. Those are your only answers. There's been so many random garbage cash grabs that have come out on console that it's ridiculous. So yeah, if you're on console, American and Euro Truck Sim. If you're on Steam or PC, those two, ATS and ETS, are excellent choices. Another sim that always evolves and gets better and better as well. You know, adding new countries, adding new states. They're going into Canada, which is pretty cool, going into British Columbia first. I still think they should rename it to North American Truck Sim, but they might just keep it that, but I thought that was pretty neat. Let's get a little showcase going here. Now we get to see more of that blue turquoise water down here. But see how cool that looks? I mean, you get to see all the stuff under the water, and it's so nice. Asobo, never touch this. Like, just leave it satellite imagery. Oh, never mind. I got excited because Flight Simulator posted, but it's about the community flying on Friday. Never mind. Oh, I mean, that's a nice selection right there, Nate. And good afternoon, Luig. Ah, see? This is... Okay, this was doing it on the PlayStation, so it's good to know it's doing this on every platform. Because you can see what it's supposed to look like right here. And it looks to me like it's not rendering the satellite imagery, because you can see the square. So you have one image over here, another image here, and it's not loading it in properly, because you can see it on the land as well, that it's not loading in right. So that's why it was doing it. So it wasn't just a PlayStation issue on that. Because I was wondering about it, because that was the first time we've seen it this whole stream so far. And then it goes back to what it's supposed to look like. Perfect. Sean, that's why I would never be in that water in real life. There's not a single second I would spend there. When I was in Hawaii, I never once went in the ocean. I hate the ocean. You don't know what's swimming under that water. That's why I'll just enjoy it from the beach, or in the sim, I'll enjoy it from satellite imagery. Because there's just no way you would pay me enough money to go in the ocean. I don't know how people do it. Surfing and all that. Because that's all I would be thinking about the whole time. It's like, there's probably a 80-pound, or not 80-pound, probably 800-pound shark swimming under me right now, and there's no way. That's why I hate when they added animals to GTA Online, because it was so nice doing the ocean missions without the animals being in there, and then now the sharks are swimming around, and I hate it. Turns into a horror game. Once tried Hell Let Loose, joined a couple of games, running 10 minutes to frontline only to get shot in 1 second. Yeah, I mean, that was... I mean, it looked cool. I never played it personally, but I know people really like that game. And you are welcome, Dean. My personal trainer at the gym jokes that we're all autistic for liking Flight Sim so much. Meanwhile, he's obsessed with anime RPGs. So he's the one that buys it, and that's why there's like 8 million of them announced at Game Awards every year. I see, David. Anime is definitely not something I can get into personally. But nothing against anybody that enjoys it. Just not something I can get into. I mean, I just like aviation in general. I mean, every so often I post real-life videos of things that I filmed from my local airport. It's just... I like it. And I like even more with career mode, because it's so nice being able to progress through there and buying planes. Third-party developers are starting to support the mode more, which is great to see as well. I mean, it's just so much to look forward in this sim. We still don't know what the December surprise is just yet, though. We probably won't hear about it till in December, I'd imagine. Because obviously all hands are on deck for public release of Sim Update 4. Really hope we'll be able to test out at least a little bit of heavy and super heavy cargo before it goes out publicly. We'll see. Since we saw it in the changelog last week and then they got rid of it because it wasn't supposed to be in there just yet. Alright, pull that power back. We'll start descending and circle back for final. That would be nice, DJ. That would be very nice. One time a B-2 was broke down, so it had to land here. So that was interesting to see. My house shakes every time the flight. No, that's, I mean, that's awesome. Especially if you're into aviation. I mean, even if you're not into aviation, how could you not think that's awesome? Sure, the drywall may be cracking and falling all over the place, but there's a B-2 flying over. You can't be mad about it. Hello from France, my friend. Your stream is very fluid. What is your setup? El Bapino? Bapano? Bapino? 65. I'm just going to say that. I don't even know why I tried saying the name. I butchered it. My setup is a... Goodness, I haven't done this in a while. What is my setup? I'm so not versed in PC specs. It's a 3060 RTX, 64 gigabytes of RAM, an i7 7700 series Intel CPU, and that's about it. And I'm running primarily medium settings. As graphic settings. Why is the nameplates going so short distance again? I don't get that. One saw C7 and C130 sometimes as well. Very nice, Barry. That's what's nice about living at a higher altitude, because there's a lot of test aircraft that come here. The 777X has been here a few times doing their high altitude things. The, oh crap, what was it? The Bombardier G8000 was here. It was real. I have a short of that. It wasn't painted or anything. It was just all exposed metal. It's really cool to see testing aircraft that aren't released yet come here. What about this? I don't have my gears down. Because we're going a little too fast. There we go. One more takeoff. Oh. How did I not put any flaps down? What am I doing here? Too busy talking and not doing my flaps. It's alright, it's still a decent landing on that. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, I don't need it to be high or ultra settings, because I think the sim looks great in medium with pretty much everything. Because the only thing I have different is ultra clouds, because I'm very picky about my clouds. I want them to look cool like they do here, and then ray trace shadows being on, and then that's it. Everything else is pretty much medium, because I think the sim looks excellent with those settings. And I'm flying at 1080p because I don't have any 4K monitors or anything like that, so in case you're wondering what that's about. I have an NVIDIA 4060 RTX and my game skips. I can't figure out why. I have to have my game on low-end graphics settings. So, for me, the only thing I have third-party wise is just aircraft and airports that I get from the marketplace. I don't have anything from outside of the sim. So, I mean, if you're using third-party programs and stuff, that can lead to some issues. Because, yeah, everything else is pretty much vanilla experience for me. So if you do have third-party stuff, I'd try just disabling some of them and seeing if that can help remedy some of those issues. That way you can kind of figure out if that's a root cause for that. This plane is free? No, this is a $30 aircraft from Azure Poly, which is the most highest rated aircraft in the marketplace for obvious reasons. By the way, here, before we wrap it up, just in case you want to see it, now that we're almost done wrapping up this flight, you can add cargo to the aircraft, which include vehicles. And what's really cool is they all actually have weight to them, so the plane's characteristics of flying is a lot different when you have all this weight in here. Instead of it just being cosmetic or visuals, it actually does interfere with the aircraft's flight handling. So obviously you'll need a longer runway if you have all that weight behind you. For takeoffs, you can of course have people back here. Let me see if I did that right. I can add some more, hang on. And while we're doing this, let me climb up to 10,000 feet here. Or let's do 12,000. We'll get some folks to parachute down on this island. How to add more, because I thought it was... Well, either way, we're fine with that right now. I'm also going to make it dark, because I want to show this. And then we'll go back to real time here. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Plates. Turn off all the lights as well so you can see everything. Check this out. Got some flares going on. We have that set up. We have this one. I don't know if that launched actually. There we go. Oh, it's not doing the light reflections, though. Because last time we did this, it was doing light reflections. It might just be some settings changed, maybe. But here, I'll show it to you in the light so you can see the smoke trail out of it. Maybe it was the flare system mode that I used. Because, yeah, last time we saw it on the body of the aircraft. I don't know why it's not doing it this time. But it still looks cool. I like it. So, whatever. But you got the flares. And then... I don't know if this was updated at some point, but some things are a little bit different on And then we need to get to a bit of a higher altitude here, and then we'll be ready to go. Bring that power back just a little bit. Uh-oh. Everything fine? Gear compartment reload flares. They used to be adding a lot of other folks in here, but that's okay. Okay. Let me switch this up really. Oh. Never mind, there we go. Let me get this into a good position here for the camera. Can they actually jump out the back? We didn't do that last time. Oh. Don't do it yet. Oh. Am I seeing people leave? Oh, there they go. Oh. Oh, shoot. Oh, good. No. Oh, oh. There they go. Hang on. Let me do that again so I can actually show it to you. That way you see it. Because I fumbled that camera work. There they go. But yeah, they're all animated. And if we bring the tanks in here. Oh. There we go. They have their own parachutes and everything. I don't know why I'm dropping them over the ocean, but I mean, there's... We're just dropping onto an aircraft carrier. It's fine. But... Oh, shoot. I'm not even over there. It's already gone. Good. Alright, hang on. Let me redo this and get you a better camera angle here, because I completely fumbled the buttons. Get it from inside here. And DJ, thank you for becoming a member. Very much appreciate it. Glad you enjoy the content enough to become one. Very much appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. Sorry, I didn't see that right away because I'm fumbling through everything here. Don't mind me. Alright, we're gonna try this again here. I want to show it from inside here. There it goes. It's awesome. And you haven't added any third party. Oh, okay. Very weird. The thing I would recommend then is just reinstall the sim. Maybe something went weird with that. Because definitely with that graphics card, I don't see why you would have any issues with that. And cup of tea, there is no set date for Sim Update 4. And you can thank everybody that was always freaking out when they didn't set a set date. So now they're not going to set anything or target dates. So it'll just come out when it's ready to go. All right. Circle back. Drop that altitude down to 1,500 feet. Which again, you can do it through here. You can also do it in the cockpit if you so choose. I just go for the easy route. And we'll keep the sunset going on here. I like it. Oh, we actually went pretty far. Oh, there's all of our parachutes, by the way. They show up in the EFB. Don't mind that. And it would DJ. Yeah, I mean, it's awesome when developers add that type of stuff to it, because a lot of the stuff with cargo, it just sits in the plane and doesn't have it. So it was really, really cool to see the animations and the parachutes, even for the vehicles themselves. I love that. Let me catch up with chat here. I would like to see a super fast aircraft introduced in the vanilla sim. You're going to be getting the XB1 with Sim Update 4. That is a supersonic testbed vehicle for Boom Supersonic's new supersonic airliner. That'll be free for every player on all platforms. Which the Boom Supersonic XB1 goes Mach 1.18, approximately 772 miles per hour, or 1,242 miles or kilometers per hour. And it's designed to, I think it's breaking the sound barrier for the first time for civilian aircraft in decades. The XB1's ultimate design goal is to have a top speed of around Mach 2.2 to demonstrate the technology for the larger Overture aircraft. So that'll be free for everybody when Sim Update 4 releases. Making me want to buy that. I mean, it's awesome. No doubt about that. We need to turn to the left a little bit, because we're heading to this island here for our landing. So if you buy an aircraft and you're flying it around, do other players online see the aircraft if they haven't purchased it? So if, for example, like you were seeing, I don't know if doing the drops might have broken multiplayer, but if it's a plane that you don't own, it's just going to pick a random aircraft. So if they're in a fighter jet, sometimes it'll be an airliner that's going fast, doing loops and stuff like that. So you'll only see the same aircraft if you own the same aircraft, is how that works. What happens if you jump from the plane? You cannot jump from the plane. I mean, you can quote-unquote jump from the plane if you want to by... Here, hang on. Let me open up those doors really quick. Like, if you wanted to do a cool shot... Hang on, let me get this set up here. Something like that. Rotation speed needs to go up a little bit more. Let's say you wanted to jump out. Obviously, you could go a lot faster than that, but there we go. So here, hang on. Let me do that again with a faster speed. It was too slow at the start. Hang on. And then jump. You know, something like that if you wanted to do it. You can, of course, turn off follow mode as well. You know, there you go. Oh, man. Just showed my trainer your stream. He changed his mind. He says it looks lit. It's probably the first time I've ever said lit. So thank you for that, David. He's now pre-ordered this for PS5. He will be joining us on the Spectrum. Nice, David. See, look, we made another sale. I mean, it's such an awesome sim. PC, Xbox, or PS5. We're flying on the PC today, as we do not have the PS5 beta anymore. I wonder if it matters that I got the game for free for subscribing to Xbox Game Pass. Oh, so they're just like, hey, buy the sim and then the stutters are gone. Probably not that, but oh, 16. Okay, that's probably the RAM then. Because I have 64 gigabytes personally. And that's a great idea, DJ, for sure. Do you play career mode at all? Yes. That's where I play most. Anytime I'm doing live streams, I'm in free flight just so people can join up and fly with me. But pre-recorded stuff is primarily all in career mode. I love that mode, so you can definitely guarantee I've spent most of my time in 24 in that mode. Close up that door. Let's get our co-pilot in here, by the way. Hello, sir. He kind of disappeared. I don't want him anymore. Go away. Alright, let me turn off autopilot here and get this landing going. We'll also get rid of the EFB for this. Is it faster than the Dark Star? Well, I mean, okay, the XB1 does not do what the Dark Star does and go into outer orbit, so... Definitely not going to be as fast as the Dark Star. But it'll still be fun having that to kind of fly around at pretty fast speeds. Look at that. Ooh. Looks lovely. Alright, let's focus on the landing here. Sorry. We're dropping a little too low here. And no worries, 2C Box. What about vanilla premium deluxe planes? Are they visible to... Yes, I mean, anything default... Oh, the airport's over here. I'm not even paying attention to where I'm going here. Everything default, absolutely, you'll see everybody flying in it. Yes. Oh. I see what you mean. That's a good question, actually. I've never really thought about that. I'm not sure. I would assume it'll look normal, because it's... I don't know. I'm confused now. Never thought about it that way. I guess it'll be something we test out. Because if you don't get it, it's not going to be in the sim, but since it's a first-party plane, I would imagine the files are still there to show the plane as it is. But yeah, GSR, I'm not sure 100% on that. Spoilers out. Nose gear on the ground. A reverse. I love the spoilers on this thing. Look at those. On the top and bottom of the wing. Spoilers back down. My graphics card is a 3060 RTX. But yeah, this is just a fun one to land as well. And LNH, welcome back. Yeah, we had our flaps this time. At least I think I did. I might have put them back. I don't even know anymore. I'm so distracted by answering questions and crap. Oh, that's nice. Hang on, let's park this thing on up. Facing us with the nice sunset back there. Brakes. Well, something like this. No. We'll just go right forward facing. A little bit up. Perfect. And Lucas, I'm very excited for the PS5 release, but I'm a bit afraid of pre-ordering and the game launch is broken. We will see, because we will be there the minute it goes live, and we'll see how it goes. Exactly, because that's the thing I've been recommending for a while, DJ, is if there's some way, especially if... Here, hang on, let me turn that off. If somehow anything that's in the in-sim marketplace can just, whenever that's added, it'll make it to where there's like a really small size version of that aircraft that's shown in the sim. It doesn't have to be really like high quality 4K stuff, just something to get the basic idea of what they're flying. Because, like you said with marketing, it's a great way for third-party developers to showcase their plane from other people that have bought the aircraft. You know, stuff like that would be a really cool addition. I'm not sure if that's possible, but it'd be nice to see something like that. Let's see here. So do you ever have any issues with having exceeded G-forces when starting a mission? That is only happening with... Is it the ES-30 or the CJ-4? No! It's the Sky Courier, isn't it? I think it's a Sky Courier. One final shot of that. Let me turn off the lights there. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know we typically don't do like one flight for the entirety of a stream, but, you know, we were doing the touch and goes, checking out the Bahamas a little bit more in depth, and having a blast with it. So hopefully you guys still enjoyed that flight with the C-160. But I believe it's the Sky Courier that does it. It has the excessive G-force in career mode when you start up. Again, the thing I recommend... The pilot reputation system is just not something to be too bothered by, because stuff will happen that's out of your control, which is why at this point I don't even care what happens with it. I'm more focused on the credit side of things. But yeah, it should be the Sky Courier if I'm not mistaken. And thank you. Glad you enjoyed the landing. You even bought a Thrustmaster HOTUS? Very nice, DJ. Very nice. Let's see here. So the thing I have, oh goodness gracious, enough of these missions are useless too. By the way, they take a lot of time, but they don't pay a lot. I'm hoping they make that change too. So what I have set for my T-Flight HOTUS 1 regarding reverse, even though I didn't use that at all today, but, you know, whatever. I have it set to a toggle reverse. I just want you to show the... Is it not? Okay, it's probably reverse toggle. Goodness gracious. Just do reverse. So I just have toggle throttle reverse. So when I'm idle on the HOTAS one, I have a little button on the throttle side of it. I think it's B12 or whatever it is. So there's 3 buttons on the throttle side of it, and I have the top one there. So when I'm idle, I click that, and then when I go forward on the throttle, it'll actually be in reverse thrust. So that's the one I have set for that. But let me do a quick look here and see my lovely Sky Courier. Beta is shut down for the PS5. The beta is separate from the PC and Xbox. Do I know anything about ATC, like regards to what? Absolutely gorgeous view. I know where I'm flying this weekend, right, Robin? I mean, that's a fun place to fly around. It really is. It was good. I like the one flight thing. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Sean. That's awesome to hear. Because we can always do more of that, because obviously it's not going to just be like, you know, go to 40,000 feet. It'll be more of that type of stuff. Flying low, checking out the cool sights, doing some touch and goes and some random aircraft. And all that good stuff. Because it should happen after the cutscene. Hang on.
Good morning. So today we're flying a Miriam with General.
By the way, this is one of my favorite aircraft right here. I love using this in career mode. Just an awesome plane for cargo. Oh, guess it would help if I started it here. I'm just sitting here now. Oh, nice. Thanks, Van.
Our skids are built to handle slight turbulence, but maintain a constant flight speed and adapt to changing conditions. A prompt success of our business.
That's the only plane I have because it's a charter plane and I love flying it, but I can't figure out the reverse thrust. The Sky Courier here?
November 5-8 traffic. CTW
So there was no cutscene. Interesting. We didn't get the penalty unless it happened and I wasn't paying attention to the screen, but... So the other way to do it too is if you're playing with a controller. By the way, the Sky Courier has the best reverse sound. I'm going to turn it up so you can hear it, because this thing's just... Oh, it's awesome. But anyways, don't mind me getting distracted by that. I always like to show off the Sky Courier's reverse. But to do that, you can of course just... Okay, hang on. I'm going to go all over the place with the buttons here. So when you're idle, I'll show it inside here. So right now we're full power. Oh, looks like this just goes into reverse on its own anyways, which I'm never a fan of. But let's say it idles here. You can hold RB and B, or R1 and circle, and it'll bring us to the... Oh, actually, it's not doing it here at all. I mean, we're in reverse now anyways, but I want to kind of show it visually here. Alright, hang on. Hold on. Get me out of this really quick. I'm trying to visually show this. So RBX and R1X, you can see it goes right to full throttle. So if we do RB and B, or R1 and circle, we'll get to there, and then you can go back into reverse. And that's how you toggle reverse thrust on any aircraft. Not just the turboprop ones. One other recommendation is putting this into low idle. That way it's doing a lot. And bringing your engine propeller RPM lower as well. That will help make it a lot more of a controllable aircraft instead of it going crazy. Because if you have everything full power, full RPM on the props, it's going to be a pain to taxi it. So highly recommend setting those right there for you. But alright. I'll try it one more time, but yeah, it didn't give us the warning there. Which maybe something got fixed in one of these builds, which would be nice. So with those missions, I do them and take a nap. So yeah, I mean, anytime you're flying in career mode and you have AI pilots flying your other fleet of planes and helicopters, you're making passive income from it. So if you're in free flight, you won't be making anything from it. Anytime you're flying in career mode, that's where your passive income comes from. Can we buy a joystick for the sim and connect it to our PS5? The only one that's supported is the Thrustmaster HOTAS 4 from Thrustmaster. And Tim, overall compared to PC, how do you rate your experience on PS5? I rated a 10. It was such a pleasant experience. Very much enjoyed all of it. It was a very stable version of the sim, didn't crash on me in any modes once we got to the other builds, and it was awesome. Very much enjoyed my time with it. Alright, here, let me load into one more mission here, see if we see it again. Alright, and then let me catch up with everything. We don't see... Well, the Sky Couriers are new, so they're starting to pop up more and more. So, because they're basically replacing caravans and stuff. But yeah, this is Cessna's newest aircraft, which is why I was so excited to see this in the default sim, part of the deluxe edition. Is it deluxe? God, I always forget. Like, I get them so jumbled up. I'm pretty sure it is. And yes, it is in the deluxe edition. So yeah, we're not getting that penalty, which is great. The excessive G-force or whatever. So that must have changed here in one of these builds. Very nice. Can you use mouse and keyboard to navigate inside the game, not flying the plane, just navigate? Yes, of course. Mouse and keyboard is anywhere in the sim. Are we talking... DJ, I'm not sure what we're talking about. The Diamond DA40? I don't know what we're... like. Again, the whole thing with reverse is the same thing I was just showing you, no matter what the plane is. Sold for that reverse sound alone, right? Oh, it sounds so good. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. When will we have market? The marketplace will be there day one. It won't be... Okay, so let's talk about marketplace on PlayStation. To start things off, it's going to be first-party things. So, world updates, city updates, aircraft that they've released alongside of other... Like this one, for example, will probably be there. And then as we make our way through... more and more third-party stuff will show up. I'm not sure. I'm sure. I mean, okay. I'm not sure. I'm sure. I bet what's going to be happening is it's going to be a slow roll of third-party content that comes out on the PlayStation side, because again, it's not going to look like this day one on PlayStation, where you have all of this going on. But eventually it'll get to this point where you're going to be seeing the same things that PC and Xbox has on their marketplace. So, it'll be a smaller version of the marketplace day one, but it'll eventually get caught up as developers do whatever they need to do in order for it to get to PlayStation and stuff like that. And then it'll go from that point. So. And Ernie, yes, we did 150 hours worth of PlayStation stuff. So we definitely know. Let's see here. But yep, Sky Courier is awesome. I'm getting the error when the Diamond dual prop playing, but yes, I love the long missions. Okay, I need to look at this because I want to see something. Because I'm assuming the one you're talking about is this one right here, the DA-40. I'll show it to you. Nope. DA... Oh, shoot. God dang it. I always forget the Diamond aircraft. There's so many of them. The DA-62. Is it this one? For private charter missions is where you're having issues with it? Come on, load in the variant here. I always get the premium deluxe version. Okay, it's not going to load. But anyways, you get the point. You saw the picture. Alright, let's try that out really quick. But yeah, every time from 2020 on, I've always gotten the premium deluxe version of the sim. No doubt about it. I think I have it. Maybe I don't have it. Hang on, let me double check real quick. Where's the purple icon? There it is. Flew right by it. Oh, what an awesome plane. Same with the B-55. I know Coronado gets some flack for whatever. I don't know why. I like their planes. Especially the price point of them as well. You know, I just remembered a thing. There was somebody mad about heavy and super heavy cargo coming to beta. Somebody was like, "Oh, it's going to be an unfair thing or something." I don't know why they were mad about it. It's just like, well, it'd be nice to test things out before it goes out to the public, but the things people complain about, it's amazing. So you're saying I'm getting the error. So you're getting the G-force error with it. Let's find out. Because that'd be nice, because it was always an annoying thing, because it's like, okay, you immediately get a penalty, even though you're not even in the aircraft, you know? So, what the heck did I just... Where's my plane? Is that my plane? There's my plane. I was like, where is it? The 380, I believe, is from M Scenery, so don't buy it. At least I'm pretty sure it is. Yep. M Scenery is just a developer that puts out really garbage things. Like terrible quality aircraft. Do not waste any of your money on that developer. Asobo, please, get rid of them off the marketplace. There's no reason to have them there. Oh. Oh. There we go. By the way, I wasn't paying attention. It didn't pop up with a warning, I don't think.
Ground service. This is flight PCR 2710 parking 2.
Great livery on this, by the way. That looks nice.
Captain. They're on their way. Have a good flight.
Yep, so apparently this latest beta build, or one of them recently, has fixed that issue in career mode, which is awesome.
I need to be sure I'll be able to make important calls anytime.
That is great
Thanks,
to see.
Captain.
Because that was around for quite a while now.
Today, you've got the pleasure of taking Mr. Matsui to Arnold. He's close to one of our top clients who booked the flight for him. Provide him with the finest service on behalf of our company. I know I can count on you. Have a nice trip.
Very nice. Yeah, but even for $6 it's overpriced. I don't know, like that's not the reasoning why. You can get great planes for $10, $15. It's just a scam, which is why they need to be removed from the marketplace. Has nothing to do with the price. For free, M Scenery's crap is overpriced. Maybe Sobo can use M Scenery's planes for the model. I mean, that's true, you know? It's crap quality, so it works out perfectly for model matching. Well, we're in the beta build of the sim. So this is Sim Update 4's beta. So you're probably playing on Sim Update 3 still. Are you really, Adam? I didn't even realize that. Oh my goodness.
Dear passengers, I'm pleased to be your pilot today.
I can't, like, see, that's the thing. It's just the things people complain about. It's like, oh my goodness, the floppy cup styrofoam in the goose juice. Or the juice goose, whatever.
Clearance for takeoff.
Oh man.
Any important
It's crazy.
information throughout the flight. Thank you.
Yeah, but the marketplace is going to be open day one on the PlayStation. It was supposed to, it was in the label, but it was not supposed to be in there just yet. Still doing internal tests on it regarding heavy and super heavy cargo missions. Yeah, for sure, Dean. I pretty much like every plane in the default sim, because I'm not one that's very picky about it. I've never flown these in real life, so I wouldn't be able to tell the difference regardless of if it's close to what it flies like in real life. All I know is they're fun to fly, they're enjoyable, they look great, fun to mess with and learn the instrument panels with in the default sim, and that's all I look for in a plane. Yeah, that's fine. Don't care. See, that was my fault on that one. But very cool. It's so nice seeing that G4 succeeded crap gone. Because that was never in the change logs, I don't believe. Because I never remember reading that. There are career missions all over the world. We're not going to do the full mission here. I'm just kind of messing around with this. Just want to do a takeoff with the diamond really quick. It's the main reason I don't spend too much time on the forums. The only time I'm on the forums is if... Sorry, I got so confused there for a second, but everything's good. Because I saw the hold X, and I'm so used to the PlayStation, I was holding A, and... Goodness. Crap, what was it? Oh yeah, I'm just on the forums to make my bug reports and then I leave. I don't even spend too much time on there because, goodness gracious. That place is something else. To get in the beta on the PC and Xbox, you get the Xbox Insider Hub app, and then from there you sign up for the beta on that app.
Are correctly fastened and your electronic devices are turned off or in airplane mode. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Thank you.
and Kwaku? Yes. The beta ended early morning yesterday for the PlayStation 5. Such a nice plane. I really love the tail on it.
BGW 32 Papa, Charlie Romeo 2710, Salt Lake Center, Squawk 6521.
Squawk 6521, CEWN 32 Papa, Charlie Romeo 2710.
But very cool. So yeah, no more excessive or exceeded G-force limit. Very nice. But yes, this is the PC version here. So again, I don't know if... I think this is what people were asking. I don't remember, but either way, whenever you click on an aircraft, you'll get to its store page, of course, where you can see the reviews. Again, Asoba, I still think written reviews would be nice. But here you can see what the aircraft is usable in. So free flight, world photographer, but not available in career mode. Boo. But if we go over to the B390, did that just say 3.2? How are people complaining about this plane? I don't understand it. I really do not understand it. I love it. The thing's awesome. And no, it's not just because it supports career mode. I literally do not know what people are complaining about. How is it so low of a rating? Well, here, hang on, before I get to that. I'm so distracted by it because it's just weird to me. Like, I don't know what people want. I really don't. It looks great, sounds great, flies great. What else is wrong with this? But anyways, when it is career supported, it'll be green. And then down here, you'll show what requirements you need in order to fly the aircraft. It'll show what specializations you need and what price it'll be to get it in your company in career mode. So that's how that works out and how you can tell if an aircraft or helicopter supports career mode. I need to fly really quick because I just want to show you, like, I don't know how people are complaining about this plane. I really don't. Is it because it doesn't have a flushable toilet or something? Like, I'm so confused by this. Because the entire time I've been flying the B-39, I've not had anything, like, annoying or frustrating or anything of the sort. Has a great selection of liveries, which you can see here. I think we're going to go for livery 2. I think my sim is about to crash. All right. Are you... I can't tell if you're good or not, because it doesn't seem like you are. All right. Is it showing as not responding? It's not showing as that, but I'm going to go ahead and end you anyways. And let's reboot this. Okay. So we got 2.5 hours in, we had our first freeze. Didn't happen on PlayStation. But no, I'll show it to you anyway. So I want to show the plane. I don't understand the rating it's getting. But by the way, this is the same on Xbox or PC. You want the Xbox Insider Hub app. And then from here, this is where you sign up to join in on the beta. For PC and Xbox, there isn't like a wait list or anything like that. Pretty much when you sign up for it, I think you get immediate access. It was just a bit different for the PlayStation side of things. But you'll go to previews, and then you'll go for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 beta. Right there. And then that's all you do. And then once you're accepted, you'll kind of come in here, you'll hit join, and then once it says managed or manage, you'll be good to go. You'll get an update push to your sim, and you'll be in the beta. MH60 is not available in career because Miltech wanted to create their own career program instead. So it's not going to ever support the in-sim career mode, unfortunately. Right, Bear? Yeah, I don't get it. Joel, so recently they just now added an ability for developers to add free trials to it. I can show that really quick too before we get into the B390. But yes, I mean, there's not a lot of them right now, but developers can choose to make it to where you can do a free trial. You can also rent aircraft, so instead of spending the full amount, you can try it out for a cheaper price for a day or more. So let me just showcase that really quick. Because free trial's not being used too much. I think there might be something from Got Friends. So yeah, Got Friends has a trial. So if you wanted to try this out, you can do so. I think it's a 24-hour trial. Yep. So you can do that, fly it around for a full day, and then it'll just be removed from your library after that trial's done. The other option developers have is renting. So instead of us spending 20 bucks for this, we can rent it from $9.99, which is from 99 cents, not 10 bucks. So for less than $1, you can have the glider for a day, and then if you end up enjoying it, that dollar you spent will be deducted from the full price for 7 days after the renting period ends. So it would be $18.99 at that point. And then same goes, like if you wanted it for a full week for 10 bucks, it would be $9.99 to buy it for the rest of it and then have it forever. So that's how free trials and renting works. I'll try to find another option with a bigger price point. Looks like $24.99 might be our most. Oh, here we go. An A300 for 50 bucks. I think AnyBuilds always makes their renting pretty high anyways. So, it's just all up to the developer who made the aircraft and setting that. Some of them won't have anything from free trials or renting. And like this one, you can rent it for 20 bucks. You get it for a full week. And then, if you don't end up liking it, it'll just go away. And there's that. But then if you do end up liking it, it's just 20 bucks more to keep it forever. So hopefully that makes sense. But yep, and then you have filters in the marketplace as well with available to rent and free trial, and then you can get a full list of all of them. Some of them will be cheaper, some of them will be more expensive. But either way, we use this feature for the MV-22. This thing sucks. I don't know how this has a great rating. Terrible audio. I mean, if you're going to do something with the Osprey, it better sound cool, because the Osprey sounds cool in real life. It sounds terrible with this add-on. So thankfully, we only spent $2.99 to have it for a day, instead of being disappointed and paying $33 for it. So, that's where renting can really come in handy and be useful. I mean, it's AnyBuild, so I'm not surprised that their renting price is so high. I mean, it's crazy. They could easily have like maybe a $3 one for a day. But, you know, AnyBuilds always likes to overprice everything. Because that's the thing I don't really care too much about AnyBuilds aircraft. Because so many of them are so pricey, especially the A350. Let me get it off of renting here. I mean, the A350 is $80. $80 for this, and it has a 3.8 out of 5. The other reason I'm not too fond of AnyBuilds, most of their third-party planes are such performance hogs, it's ridiculous. So, when did they make an F1 car? Apparently a while ago. But yeah. Anyways, that's renting and free trials. Let me show you the B390, because I still don't understand why that's almost below 3 stars. At all. Let me also go ahead and change out the livery. Well, I would get past the A350 if they weren't price gouging people, because anything that pricey is... I'm expecting perfect optimization for it, and just an excellent piece of add-on work. And that's not what you get from it. So that's why I'm always so keen on letting people know, like, it's ridiculous that you are asking people to spend over $80 for one plane. Oh, and I forgot the best part. You spend $80 for the A350, and guess what? You have to pay extra for other livery packs for it. Check this out. Hang on. Hold up. How could I forget this? So, remember, $80+ for the plane, but if you want 3 extra liveries, that's $5. If you want 2 Delta liveries, that's $5. If you want 4 European ones here, you get $4.99. If you want 4 more European liveries, that's another $5, another $5. Ridiculous. All this should be included for $80+. Which is why I get very annoyed by any builds, because they do this type of crap, like, oh, we want $85 for our plane, but we're not going to give you all the liveries, because we want you to spend 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 extra dollars on top of it if you want all of our extra liveries. That's just scummy to me. That's all I know. So that's why I'm always kind of hesitant on doing anything with any builds, because it's just, stuff like that is ridiculous. There's no reason for that. But anyways, let's go to a plane that comes with other liveries and doesn't cost $80, and that's the B390 from Coronado. But it's just ridiculous. The audacity to ask for $35 extra to get your livery packs for your $85 plane. Get out of here. Absolutely ridiculous. Crazy, the SR-71 is actually being developed by Blackbird Simulations, so we will have a SR-71 probably next year. Well, M-Scenery is also glitching, or not glitching, but putting fake reviews in there. That's why all their new releases are around 5 stars, because they are putting fake reviews into the marketplace, which is another reason why they should be deemed banned from the marketplace, that they're just creating their own fake reviews in order to give it a higher review. Well, Barry, I like to mention it for new PlayStation players. That way they are informed about it. So, sorry you've heard it for 5 times, but not everybody has. So, there we go. Because again, to me, I want to find planes like this that are reasonably priced, come with a bunch of liveries, and are fantastic to fly. Those are my main requirements for it, because anything above $40 for a plane, I feel like is too much, and if it doesn't support career mode, it's definitely not going to be something I will ever purchase. And absolutely, Ernie, but yeah, the SR-71 developed by Blackbird Simulations. I'm not sure how far into the progress they are with it, but it'll definitely be a 26 release for sure. And it is, Nolan. It is. Because I think it's ridiculous. I don't care how study level the thing is. I'm not going to spend $80 for one plane. I'd rather much just get other planes, 3, 4 planes for that same price, as opposed to just one plane for it. That's all I know. And that's what I focus on this channel. I don't focus on those really expensive planes. I like to showcase things that are a bit more budget friendly and still really high quality, just like this aircraft is here. And then, of course, if we cycle on back here, we have the beautiful cabin area here. And then a little storage compartment in the back. Or the galley, I guess it's what it's actually called, because that's what the light's for, so... But really nice instrument panel as well. And then if we turn this to nighttime, check out the sweet lighting back here, which I saw people on the forum saying the lights don't work, which you can see they do everywhere. My favorite one, though, is... I think it was Cabin Isle. Hang on, let me keep this taxi going here. Got a plane landing as well. Also, let me get my landing lights going here. There we go. But look at that. The little inset lighting going on the side of the cabin there. Looks awesome. But anyways, we're not going to fly at night. It's going to get bright. Real time. Live weather, please. It's going to be a pretty cloudless day. I mean, there were some clouds earlier this morning. They might have rolled out by now. I don't even know. Haven't looked outside for 2 hours and 44 minutes. I'm surprised as well, Dean. I couldn't believe I saw 3.2 out of 5. I'm not sure what the complaints are about. Because all my time I've spent with this plane has been fantastic, so... I would be happy to be flown around in that. Right, Simon? As would I. Because the other thing that you need to remember too, which people weren't remembering, is if the light master switch isn't on, your lights aren't going to turn on, which I think a lot of people that were freaking out that their lights weren't working weren't toggling, so... That's the thing with the sim though, like something doesn't work and then it's immediately the plane's fault and I'm not going to figure out any other way of turning on the lights. So I'm going to go to the forums and complain about it. I mean, yeah, look how great this aircraft looks. Well, here comes the C560, so a Citation. And here, I'll let you enjoy the audio of this thing. Come on. I didn't trim it out. I'm always good at forgetting that. There we go. Hang on. Oh, that was my bad on that. Let take off. And this is why it's important to make your takeoff trim setup, folks. That was my bad. I know you're probably not hearing me either because the plane's so loud. But yeah, that was my bad if you didn't hear me. I didn't do takeoff trim. And now I've messed up all the trim because now it's way too high up. I've made everything fall apart, folks. Hang on, let's adjust this trim here. But takeoff trim is very important. You would think at this point I would remember it, but you know, when I'm busy talking, I forget steps and everything's fine. Can't wait to learn IFR and do some chill night flying. Nice synth. That'll be great. Flight Sim should give you codes to give away for PlayStation because of the amount of information, time, and feedback you gave on the game. It's all good. I just love doing it, you know? Because I try to stay away from that type of stuff anyways, just for the fact that I like doing everything by stuff that I've purchased myself, because then, you know, there's going to be people like, oh, you're just saying that because they gave you free codes and everything, you know, all that type of nonsense. It's all good. I just love sharing my favorite sim out there. I mean, it's awesome. And depressed, nope, this is on the PC. The PlayStation 5 beta has concluded, and we will be back on the PlayStation when it releases on December 3rd for Aviator Premium Deluxe and Deluxe Edition of the sim. Well, I don't know where the trim is specifically on this one. I just do the quick trim with the right bumper and right analog stick. But you're just wanting like a little positive of a thing. I'll show... Here, let me... Hang on. Rudder trim, elevator trim, there we go. So typically, here, let me bring this down. What I would have it as is like a positive 1.2 to 1.5. It all, of course, depends on your weight of your aircraft and what you're flying, but I always have it a little bit positive on takeoff when I remember to do it, so. But that's typically the rule of thumb there. It's just a little bit above there. Some aircraft, like the Vision Jet, when you're adjusting the trim, it'll showcase that you need to set it to takeoff trim. I'm sure there's some checklists in here too that kind of direct you to the real one, but that's just what I do typically. And it is monorific. You know what's really funny? I'm hearing the sound issues here that we don't hear on the PlayStation side of things, where the sound's kind of clipping through. I think my sim's kind of exploding a little bit as well, for some reason. Because there's been some freezes going on that I've not seen yet. More RAM, DJ. Well, we're happy to have you here, though. Get those gears down. And yes, you can request ATC if you want. Here, I'll just do it for you.
Colorado Springs approach, CTWN 32 Papa Charlie Romeo 2710 is type for miles south of 68 Charlie Oscar 7100. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace. CTWN 32 Papa Charlie Romeo 2710, Colorado Springs approach. Squawk 2125.
But if you're also talking, like, if you're talking about real people doing the ATC, then no, if that's what you mean by that. But yeah, anywhere in the sim, you can talk to ATC for sure.
Squawk 2125, CTWN 32 Papa Charlie Romeo 2710. 300. CTWN 32 Papa Charlie Romeo 2710. Radar contact 3 miles north of Colorado Springs. 6600. Clear through the Charlie airspace. Maintain O navigation.
How have I was about to say, how do I not have the second red? Unbelievable.
CTWN 32 Papa Charlie Romeo 2710. Please acknowledge.
But now that we have the trim properly set, we now can have a nice smooth takeoff compared to what we had in the beginning there. Got a little bit of a crosswind here as well. You can see we're crabbing to the left once I got rid of the right rudder. But yeah, back to the reviews. Don't know why it's so low. I really don't. Well, hopefully you can revisit someday, Monorific. Happy to be here. I love informational entertainment streams, and it is always enjoyable when someone doesn't mind answering questions. Absolutely. I don't know. For me, I just love it. Like, it doesn't matter how many times I've answered a question or anything like that. I just treat it, because, you know, it's rude for people to, like, if people do get upset about answering the same questions, like, they're not always going to be in the stream. They won't be there when you answer at the last, you know, it's just stuff like that. People are, they see it, they're like, ooh, I want to know something about this. So always very much enjoy answering everybody's questions. Always a blast. And of course, my location is photogrammic. which I'm very happy about. I'll do a little flyby Pikes Peak here in the B390 that somehow is almost below 3 stars rating. Which I'm not sure why. Let's get our autopilot set up here. We'll go to about 14,000 feet. We'll do 14,500. Get our heading to our position of 295. And autopilot on. Excellent. Now we can do some actual showcase shots here instead of just external camera. Well, if you don't mind, can you answer the question about how I get version 4 beta again? I missed it last time. I was just coming back from the latrine. So, all you need to do is get the Xbox Insider Hub app. So this is on PC or Xbox. It's the same name. You'll get that. You will sign in with your Xbox account. You'll go to Previews. And then under Available, you'll see the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 beta. And from there, you will click Join. And then once it says Manage, you'll be set. At some point, it should be pretty much instant. An update will be on your flight sim to get you into the beta program. And if you haven't done it yet, you'll also need to go to flightsimulator.com/registration. And then sign up through that as well, which, well, yeah, it's flightsim.com/insider registration, and you'll be good to go. David, #1 flight sim stream. I appreciate it. Very much appreciate the gold medal on that. I'm glad you guys enjoy the way I do the content, because it's all about answering your guys' questions, having a fun time, and most importantly, all about showing the gameplay. Not about filling the screen with a bunch of nonsense and sponsors and pop-ups every 2 seconds. It's all about the gameplay. And always will be. And Mark, yes, can't wait for December 3rd. Welcome to the stream as well. We are getting so close. And Simon, your streams are very informative for a newbie to flight sim. The groups on Facebook are shocking. The way they speak to people. Oh, I don't doubt it. I hate social media. I've pretty much left all of that. Especially for gaming. Like, it doesn't matter what game it is, there's just people that are just awful. I mean, it's just like, why can't you guys be respectful? Because not everybody knows every single thing about flight sim, especially if you're new to it or anything like that. It doesn't matter how many times somebody's asked the question. It's always something that's bothered me with those types of things, where if it's just something that somebody's asked before and the new person asks it, it's like, instead of getting mad at them, just answer it. How hard is it? Like, you don't have to be a jerk to somebody because they don't know something about something they've never played before. Just ridiculous. And that's why here, doesn't matter how many times a question's been asked, we will absolutely be answering it. They need to make my state of Arkansas photographic. Is none of it photogrammic? Because I'm sure some of the bigger, like Little Rock, must be photogrammic. But yeah, edits. PS5 beta has ended. We're just back over on the PC side of things for Sim Update 4. And you're welcome, DJ. Yeah, I mean, Sim Update 4 has been fantastic throughout the beta, for sure. Never played a flight sim before, but excited for the PS5 release. Nice, Mark. It was a blast flying on the PlayStation version of the sim. I mean, 160-ish hours, I think I got to on the beta build. Was a great time. Let me also turn those on so we get the the warning lights off here. There we go. Now we're all just green here. But by the way, that's Pikes Peak to our left. Hopefully it's not too loud external camera, because for me it gets very loud outside the aircraft. Which is exactly why I tried talking to you guys inside the cabin, because it's really loud out there. And Ernie, yes, PlayStation 5 will be on Sim Update 4. Absolutely. And hello, FMJ! A lot of overly serious simmers around. Have fun with it and enjoy flying. Abs, that is great feedback, or not feedback, just a great thing to think about. Do whatever you want to do in the sim. If you want to be ultra realistic, go for it. If you want to just have fun, mess with the planes, explore the world, do that as well. And FMJ with 10 gifted memberships. Oh my goodness. Congratulations to Crypto, Breaking Wild, Jay Nicholas, Daniel, Eric, Kev, Alan, Diego, Reaper, Bush. For all getting a membership from FMJ. Thank you for 10 of them. My goodness. Your continued support. Very much appreciate it. As usual, I'm glad you enjoy the content enough to continue to gift memberships, use Super Chat and all that stuff, FMJ, and of course, being a member yourself. Thank you, thank you. And exactly, Dean, I agree. Little Rock is, but I live up in the northwest. Oh, okay, I got you, Monorific. Your streams were great, mate. Thank you. You are welcome, Mark. By the way, Garden of the Gods right there. Air Force Academy over here. Manitou Springs. Hey, there's another player. They're flying in an F-18. Very nice. We didn't see anybody over the Bahamas except for Tusi Box, of course, our viewer. Just seeing that list of gifted memberships is always crazy. So thank you again, FMJ, for that. Only thing that concerns me is how long it's going to take to download to my PS5 Pro as internet's slow. It takes 5 hours just to download a demo at the moment. Oh no, Simon! At least it's only 36 gigabytes, so hopefully it won't take too long. And you know what? We can fly over the Academy, why not? Since we brought it up. And Catan, based off of people, because I don't have a base PS5 myself, based off of people that were on the beta on the base PS5, they were having a great experience with it as well. Alright, we're going to go ahead and bring down our altitude to about 11,000 feet, because most of Colorado Springs is at 7,000 feet almost. At least the outskirts over here. Obviously, if you go down into the valley over here, it's a little bit less. We're going to bring down this power. We'll do 1,400 feet per minute. And Patel, hello, hello. Welcome. I flew F-22 Raptor through Colorado Springs last night. Top Mox Raptor works great in 24. Very nice, Thomas. Very nice. And no, John, not doing any free flight requests today. Just kind of hopping. We did a full-length flight with the C-160 earlier, and I'm just showing the B-390, another third-party developer aircraft here. And hello, Norfolk. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. You know what? Here, let me do this really quick. Let's see if I can do that. I'm going to take a picture of what the sky looks like in real life, since I'm here, and then we can see how the sim's doing with that. Hang on, I'll be right back. That's actually kind of cool. Oh man. So you can see the clouds on the other side of the mountains there. They're a little bit further away. I'm not sure how often the METAR data updates, so they've probably moved closer to us, but hang on. Let me pause this really quick. Also, for now, let me be inside here. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. There we go. So again, you can see the clouds over there. Hit the wrong button. Let me shrink this so it's not so high up. Well, there we go. So the clouds are a little bit further away in the sim, but they're making their way over. And then, of course, blue sky over the city first. And then it gets cloudy towards the mountains. And that's what it's got going on. Pretty cool. And, of course, you got that bit of a haze going on as well, which the sim does replicate that as well. But anyway, thought I'd showcase that because I always talk about live weather and all that, and now you can kind of see what's going on. Now, how do I delete this? Oh, there we go. Perfect. Back to the flying here. And Blinky, no. It's still internal testing, but I'm going to assume it'll probably be in the next build. It would have been nice if it was here already, but not just yet. And then we'll just go ahead and land at the academy as well. But yep, John, this is on the PC. Honestly, the PS6 2027 doesn't sound as close to happening. Because I know somebody else at Sony just came out and they said, we kind of want to have the PS5 go for as long as possible and continue supporting it without going for something else. Because I'd much rather have a longer time frame, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll be flying on the Pro December 3rd. Can't wait. Nice, FMG. I can't wait either. And here's the academy. Yeah, I love the mountains, Norfolk. I love them. Got the chapel in there and all that. Which for the past, like, 5 years, it's been a big white box around it. Don't know why that's taking forever to redo, but... Oh, the F-18 guy's over in Denver now. You know, are they heading towards us? I think they might be heading towards us. That's getting close pretty quick. Here, hang on. Let's see if we can see him here. Side quest. You should have given Mrs. FMJ the other present, and you would have been in an even better situation. What? Anyways, that's pretty accurate. How did you post that pic and stream? Through the fancy Apple airdrop. Oh no, they're going the other way now. Whatever then. Aerocon Alpha. How dare you? I thought you were gonna fly over here. So now they're heading... Oh. Yeah, we'll just head over to Denver anyways, why not? That way I can catch up with Chad a little bit. He'll probably be done with his flight by the time we get over there, we'll see. I'm wondering if he landed in Denver or Centennial. It's probably DIA. 'Cause it looks like he's on the ground now. I put my premium on automatic download for 3rd of December. You have to confirm it. Nice, John. Very nice. Are you enjoying the B390? Absolutely. I love this thing. But yeah, let me see who said that. I forgot. Sony PS6 release later. Hopefully that'll get there. Apparently there was a rumor that it was... Oh, that was leaked. Oh, I hate rumors. Because, I mean, if it's 2027 or 28 or something like that, that would be nice. It doesn't have to come out too soon, because I think the stuff that's currently here is doing pretty good. Nope, they landed in Centennial. Let's go see him before he disappears and quits. Going 316 knots. Here, once we fly over this F-18, we'll go check Red Rocks. Once GTA finally releases, it'll be around 20 years, probably before the next one, no doubt. I'm brand new to this. We'll start flying on PS5 Pro. I hope my home country of New Zealand will look... Oh, it looks fantastic, Mike. We've done quite a few flights over New Zealand. It looks awesome. Glad you've enjoyed the content, and welcome to the stream. Just checked my storage on my PS5, and some of the demos I downloaded are 80 gigabytes, so happy days. Nice, Simon. Goodness gracious. Very nice, Thomas. Adam, I don't know. Since this just came out, I'm not sure what their next project is. Don't you leave the sim? Are you just on the runway? So for third-party marketplace items, that's always going to be through real money. And then in career mode, you will be using the credits you earn in career mode. There's no way of buying credits or anything like that, so everything you do in the career is through the credits. But in the marketplace, for planes, airports, stuff like that, that's all through real money. That's really funny hearing that audio glitch, though, going on. Because we did not deal with that on the PlayStation version. Hi, F-18. Just parked on the runway. Alright, to Red Rocks we go. There's IKEA, by the way. You can always tell that building from miles away. I've seen you've been on live past 1-2 months now? I'm not sure what we're talking about, John. It's a beautiful plane. It may have to go on the wish list. Absolutely, Thomas. I love it. It is a great plane for the price. Bought the Cessna 172 from the marketplace thinking I was going to get it in career mode, not realizing you still had to use credits to buy it. Absolutely, DJ. And JT, welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. But no, awesome plane. Which again is why I'm so confused why it has a 3.2 out of 5 from 30 reviews. Just don't get it. Alright, so... crap. I know it's by Golden. I've never been there personally. Let me take a little look here. Because I know I'm getting in the general area of it, if I'm not mistaken. Nice, FMJ. It should be north of us from here. Or maybe it's back there. I guess we'll see. Terrain here is loading in really weird for some reason. Oh crap, I think we ran right into it. It's right here, I think. Yep, there it is. But yeah, it's because you can see the new and old satellite imagery. That's why I think it's kind of glitching out at the edge there. Now it's actually doing it here too. There's just some weird data coming in here. Because over here it's fine. It's just once it gets to this terrain, it is unloading and reloading and not fully loading it. So minus that, there's Red Rock Amphitheater again. But yeah, you can see it's doing really weird stuff in this area. So weird, in fact, it's not a very common thing I've seen. I'm not sure why it's doing that here. But anyways, there's the amphitheater right there. That audio stuttering is so funny. was not doing that on the PlayStation beta. Let's see. What do I think about this plane versus the Longitude? I mean, that's just a nice one to have alongside both of them. Because now it's just nice having another private business jet to fly in career mode alongside the Longitude and CJ4. And of course the PC-24 as well. Do you know what wide-body long-distance aircrafts are going to be in the game? I mean, just like airliners in general. I mean, you're going to get the A320, the A321, the A330, the A310, the 737, the 747, and then, of course, because you said with the Aviator Edition? So then you'll get the Super Tanker, the Dreamlifter. You'll also get the A330 Beluga version. That's with the Standard Edition as well. But the Super Tanker and Dreamlifters with the Premium Deluxe. I think the Aviator Edition comes with the Antonov, right? I really don't know because I don't buy the Aviator Edition. But needless to say, you get a lot of wide-body aircraft. And of course the A400, the C-17. And this is Sim Update 4 on the PC, yes. Probably not FMJ. It's funny seeing all these like random stutters going on too. Goodness gracious. And it is TAE. Had a blast on the PlayStation version of it. And welcome to Denver. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. It was nice not dealing with that. That's so weird. I don't know why it's doing it now. Because I was always seeing people talk about the audio glitching and stuff on the PC version. It's probably just needing a reboot anyways, because I bet if we redid it, relaunched the sim, it wouldn't be doing it anymore. I know, that's why I don't talk too much outside the aircraft. The edition you get is really all dependent on what you're looking for. I mean, if there's a lot of planes you want from the Deluxe or Premium Deluxe or Aviator Edition, then those are the ones to go for. But if you're not really too picky about it, Standard's a great option, because then down the road, if you want to upgrade, you can. No, just some random thing that goes... I mean, it's just... I don't know. But it was nice not dealing with it on the PlayStation, so... I don't know what's with the audio on the PC side of things. It might just be a one-off thing, though. Doing a reboot will probably solve it, because I don't have that issue normally with the B390, so... It's probably just some random little hiccup. Get rid of the name for now. And since he's parked on the runway, we'll land on the right side here. And then after that, I think we will wrap it on up for today. Okay, before we do, hang on. I need to test this out because it's driving me nuts with this random thing here. Hold on, I'm just gonna reboot the sim really quick and see if it does it again. Because I know it wasn't doing it with our C-160. So let me just do a quick reboot and we'll redo our landing there. Because my goodness, I don't want to hear that. Oh, man. Is the PlayStation beta done? Can they reopen the servers, please? Can't park there, middle of the runway. He's in an F-18. He thinks he can just do whatever he wants to do. And I'm hoping tomorrow we'll be able to hop in the TOG's hangar Little Bird and do some career missions with it. So we'll see what's going on with that. I don't know if they did any more updates regarding anything with that. Let's see. Because they said earlier this week, I set the release for the update on Thursday, even though it's unclear if career activities will be available. I tried all I could with the teams at Microsoft and Asobo, so now we just have to wait and see if the live packages bring career missions. Which hopefully they do. Because that would be awesome. Because that'll be the first third-party helicopter to support career mode. I know there was another one out there, but anything that only supports first flight or ferry flight, I don't count those. I count the ones that actually support the other mission types. So we'll see what happens with that. But alright, let's try this again and hopefully not have the audio glitching out on us. Because that was quite obnoxious. I'm going to be back a little bit further here since we're spawning at 15,000. Only 13 more sleeps, absolutely, Simon. He may beat you in a fight, I suppose. Well, that's because he doesn't know my B390 has a hidden weapons bay. Alright. I didn't realize the B390 has a TAWS systems test guy. Nice. TAWS systems test. Okay. This isn't an autopilot, by the way. Get out of autopilot. Please. Thank you. Get out of here, computer. I'm flying this thing. Anything but the sky. Oh, man, I'm hoping that gets some updates because that thing is terrible. And I'm glad you enjoyed it, Luig. Oh, I already hear it stuttering again. Weird. Because I know it's not the plane, because it would always be doing that, and it didn't before. That's weird. You have received multiple friend requests. They kind of just sit there, because I don't ever look at the list. If I'm being honest, it's just kind of like, oh yeah, I got friend requests. I have yet to ever open the friend menu. By the way, to our left is Denver International Airport. Yeah, the F-18 is jamming our audio. I believe it. I've never bought an A2A aircraft. I'm not even sure what planes they make, to be honest. Can't wait to play this 13 more days. Absolutely, James. We are almost there. I'm gonna dive this in a little bit here. As a matter of fact, here, hang on. Let me get this set up a little bit quicker here and a little bit more at a good altitude. There we go. Get rid of the name, and let's redo this with hopefully less audio breaking on the PC here. Have to go, but great stream as always later on, everyone. Thanks for stopping by, Dean, and enjoy the rest of your day. What about the A380? I mean, there is a free one, which is actually pretty decent. I flew that a long time ago now. That was in the era of my flight sim content, that wasn't very big at the moment. But yeah, we did do a video over that freeware one, because I remember my audio broke or something, so it was just gameplay audio of the A380. Man, that was probably 5 years ago now, maybe 6. It was a while ago. Goodness. Because that was I forgot who made it. I think it was Fly-by-Wire who made the free A380. Like this reservoir here. Drove by that a couple times, the land dam there. But yep, needless to say, not really sure why people are so negative on this aircraft. I don't get it. Back to that audio issue there. I think on November 30th is when I'll make my final decision on what version of the sim I will get, Deluxe or Premium Deluxe Edition. Nice. But very nice, Adam. I'm glad you're enjoying it. And where's that crazy? Because I can always show you if you want. Because if it's in the US, there's a good chance it's photogrammic. Since a lot of it is, but you're going to have areas where it isn't, of course. Only a year? There's no way that was a year. Was it just before 24 released? Ooh, came in a little hard there. Didn't feel like I was that fast, but that's alright. We're here. F-18 still on the runway there. Not the best landing, but, you know, we made it. But yeah, that's funny. I really thought the A380 was a long time ago. So it must have been just before 24 released. A380. October 31st of 24. Wow. That feels like such a long ago video. That's crazy. Goodness gracious. Because this whole year feels like a blur, honestly. Like, it's crazy that 24 has been out for a year now. But here, hang on, let me look. Is A2A even on the marketplace? Maybe that's why I don't buy them, because I don't do anything outside the sim. Oh no, there they are. Get any builds out of here. Get off the list. Thanks. See, all they have is the Aerostar here. So that's why, because I don't get anything from off the marketplace. I don't feel like creating a bunch of accounts for all these different websites and developers. It's just like, I'm not dealing with that. I'll see when it comes to the marketplace. But all right, everybody. Goodness gracious. That was great. I really enjoyed that flight around the Bahamas in the C-160, and then just kind of messing around in Colorado in the B-390, and of course kind of diving into some other things regarding marketplace and the features that are there. So I was going to get deluxe, but then thought, sod it, I'll go premium deluxe, because why not? Very nice. That's the one I always get to. I just want all the planes I can possible. So, but that was Denver, Adam. That was Denver. But alright, thanks for stopping by, everybody, and I will talk to you guys next time. See ya.